Hey everybody, Mike Peluso here, founder of True Living, head of business development for Three Summers Creative full service marketing agency. I'm super excited to share with you some of the outreach tactics that we have seen work. They've been working for a long time. They're going to continue to work. I'm going to talk to you about how you can use them to increase your revenue, close more leads into appointments and more appointments into sales. So let's get started and dive right in. First of all, the techniques that I'm going to be sharing with you today are about Sales Navigator and LinkedIn outreach. If you're not using LinkedIn for B2B lead generation, I highly recommend that you do. I'm going to share with you some of the filters that you can use to be able to find your ideal prospect. And I'm going to walk you through some of the strategies that are going to work. So first of all, you've got to know who you're looking for. And who you're looking for, hopefully, lives on LinkedIn. I mean, there's millions and millions of people on LinkedIn, and they're sharing what they're doing with their business. So when it comes to lead generation, being able to have conversations that are generated on LinkedIn is a great way for you to increase revenue. But one of the side effects that happens from this tactic is increasing what's called your platform authority. Now, platform authority is what somebody sees when they Google you. LinkedIn searches really high and ranks really high in Google. So when somebody types in your name and maybe your business, if the business isn't ranking very high, your LinkedIn will, and they're going to be able to find you right away. And the more followers and the more contacts that you have, the more you're going to be seen in their eyes to have authority in your space. And when you have authority in your space, it builds trust and people take action. So the tactics I'm going to share with you are directly in line with increasing your online brand authority and closing more sales. So let's dive in. Now, LinkedIn has gone through, this is my LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn has gone through lots of reiterations of what they allow and don't allow when it comes to organic outreach. And effectively, organic outreach is you organically starting creating connections, creating conversations, and moving somebody into a sales call or a relationship call, which is a better tactic. Just looking there to collaborate where it's not like a hard sell. You're just connecting with somebody and providing a valuable service is the best way to build relationships, and relationships convert. And so you'll see over here, this is my profile. If you click here, you'll see that my profile is set up to explain to people. Now, this is my side, right? You wouldn't see it this way, but my profile is set up to explain to people what it is that I'm doing, my experience, and give them direct calls to action. Also it sports testimonials. And so there's a way for you to set up your LinkedIn profile to convert. I haven't spent a metric ton of time underneath mine, just to be totally honest. I haven't needed to, but you do want to look at your profile, make sure that you have a good banner, make sure you have a great picture, make sure that things are accurately displayed here, and that you have some content for people to look at. If you need some support with that, just let me know. I'll be able to guide you in that direction. But so now let's say that you have your online profile set up, which shouldn't take you more than an hour to just get it set up properly. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to start prospecting. Now, LinkedIn will allow for you to send out up to, I believe it's 50 per day connection requests, which is about 250 a week. Give or take, and up to about 1,000 a month. I like to just say it's 800 a month to err on the safe side, but 800 new prospects, people that would be your buyers, would be your collaborators a month inside of your audience is a really powerful thing to have, especially with how little time it's going to take you to do this. And what's nice about this too is when you go to post about your business, those are 800 a month. 2,400 over the course of 3 months to 3,000 over the course of 3 months, where they're going to now get exposure to your brand. And so this is a powerful tool. Now, you're on here and you say, well, Mike, how am I going to find the right person? So there's something called LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It costs about $99 a month. And what it does is it allows for you to filter prospects. And stay on, because I have something really awesome for you here at the end. I'm going to share with you how we could do this service for you for under $300 a month. It's $250 and we'll cover all your prospecting. All you got to do is jump under here and respond to people. But if you don't want to do that and you want to do it yourself, I'm walking you through this. So what happens is you come under here underneath underneath your search function. And you're just going to type, click lead filters, and you're going to see all these different filters. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to begin to create role functions. And we're going to go through each one of these filters. But one of the things I want you to recognize is the decision maker of whoever it is that you're looking to network with. Just the more accurate and the more dialed in you are with your search function, the better response you're going to get. There's two factors that matter: your ability to find somebody and qualify them, and how you open up that conversation as from a prospecting perspective. Once you've opened up that conversation, now you want to move somebody into a sales call or a relationship call. But the prospecting component for me really starts in finding that ideal client. So let's just say that you're looking for somebody with in a job role of maybe business development. Actually, let's say business development. No, let's just say a CMO. So you're looking for somebody who's a CMO to be able to sell to. So we're going to say that the job role there is marketing. And great. We're going to include just marketing. And then we're going to say job title. And for us, our job title, we're going to say is current. We're looking for somebody that's a CEO. We're looking for somebody that's a CMO. We're going to look for senior levels here. We're going to call them directors. We want to include the owners. We want to include entry, no entry. We're going to include VIP, maybe a manager, maybe somebody that's that CXO. CXO, the X is just symbolic of anything. CTO, COO, CMO, CEO. And then we're going to say years in the company. We want this person to have been there for 1 to 2 years for today's search. And we're going to say, hey, I want this person to have been posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. That matters because it means they're actively pursuing LinkedIn as a vessel. They're recent. You can get lost in LinkedIn messaging people that aren't on the platform anymore. So you want to make sure that that's there. And let's just say that we want them in New Jersey, which is where we're located. New Jersey, there we go. And we want PA. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. We're just going to say PA and Chiro. PA. There we go, Pennsylvania. And we're going to say New York. New York City metropolitan area. Okay, great. So now we've got 148 results. So if you're looking for somebody that's in marketing as a decision maker that has 1 to 2 years experience, and let's just close that out. So now we're going to open it up to somebody that's got more experience, and they posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days, and they're in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or New York. Now we've got 659 possible candidates. And so what we can do here is we can save them into a leads list. We could create a leads list, Michael's leads or whatever, or we just select all. Well, we're going to here select all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save to a list. We're going to call this the demo list. Mike is showing people how to use LinkedIn Sales Nav. Okay, great. So now we've got a list. So then what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to your saved list. You're going to see saved searches. Oops, back. We've got our lists. We upload our list, and now see it says message. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to message them. And I'm going to say, whatever this is, hey name. Hey, Brian. Brian, let's connect. it's good to use somebody's name in here. And then you're going to write a message. And so you go to, before you do this, you want to be able to go to Brian's profile, look and say, hey, all right, there's Brian. Okay, good. He's got 32,000 followers. This is great. Guys in LinkedIn, in marketing. Very cool. Is he a candidate or not? Okay, I want to talk to him. And then you're going to message him using this in here. Hey Brian. Hey Brian, let's connect. Brian. Right now I am demoing our LinkedIn outreach service that saves people hours of time each month. Can you chat? So maybe this is one you can see we have a limit here. We want fewer than 500 words and we hit send. Boom. So now Brian gets a connection request and gets this message. This is actually a message directly. If I want to go to Brian's and I look at his profile, I'm like, I want to click connect. This is where the message is going to be. Okay. So if you think about it, you can do that 50 times a day. And at the end of the month, you'll have 800 connections. And from that, you'll notice that people will respond and then you can start conversations. One of the tactics that we're going to be rolling out here is something called Deepfake, which is the ability to shoot one video and insert somebody's name into the audio. I'm not going to talk to you about that today because I want to speak to you specifically about the prospecting portion, which is getting those 800 connections every single month into your LinkedIn profile. And I highly recommend that you do it for at least 3 months so that you have built like a solid audience of ideal candidates. We're offering this. My VA happens to have 2 openings and it's $250 a month. And you use our LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So you don't need to have it, which is $99 a month. So effectively, they're going underneath your profile, prospecting for you and saving you over 20 hours a month of prospecting for your ideal client. And they're starting up the conversation. And then all you have to do is go underneath the LinkedIn profile once or twice a day for maybe 10 minutes and shoot a custom audio to that person after you review their profile. And you will notice a huge conversion. We're finding that the audio messages are working really, really, really well. You want to just look through their profile and spark up an honest, authentic conversation. People don't want to be sold to, they want to be connected with. And you should be able to find something worth connecting about on that person's profile. If not, then they're not your ideal client because you don't have any connection with them yet. Or you could just shoot them an audio that says, hey, listen, I just went through your profile. I think that I might be interested in connecting with you, but I just want to know, what are you focused on lately? Is there an opportunity for us to collaborate? And if they're like, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's collaborate. Now you're off to the races. You could set up a time to speak to them, or you could continue to throw audio messages back and forth. And you're going to see your sales metrics elevate beyond what you thought possible just through this simple tactic. We've got people that have multiple profiles going and they just sit down once a day for an hour a day, managing 5 or 6 different profiles of their company, creating that synergistic outreach. It's great for everybody that's doing B2B for the most part, if your ideal client is on there. And active on LinkedIn. So you may not know that. You may need help trying to figure out who your ideal client is. I want to be able to help you in this process because I am looking to fill those 2 spots, which is only $250 a month. It's $250 a month, and it's going to save you over 20 hours of time. Our VAs are under there. They're very good at this process, and they're going to start those conversations. All you got to do is go in there and continue that conversation and move things towards a close. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please respond. And I look forward to workshopping with you, your ideal audience, and providing some value. Hopefully you got a metric ton of value out of this. This is a great outreach technique and tactic that we do implement in our marketing agency. So hopefully you found value there, and have a good day. Mike Peluso here. Bye for now.